Anyway, welcome to the LDM Show. I'm Charles Aloma,
I'm Will D.
and we're going to have a good show for you today. The most thing we're talking about is, fake it till you make it type of thing, but other stuff like that. But how was your week so far, man?
It's been a very long work week.
Oh,
Just
my God, I
very
hate those
long.
weeks.
Had to do overtime and was working on the Sunday, and all I want to do is eat food and watch Deadpool this weekend.
Oh, my God. Now, your long week, is it when you wake up, you're like, damn, it's only Wednesday? Oh, good. And then you wind up, it's a Tuesday.
No.
I had long weeks like that. I was like, yeah, okay, I only got one more day left. And then I'm like, what? It's only Wednesday? Oh, my God, I got 3 days left?
My long week is when it's Monday and it's 9 a.m. and it feels like Thursday at 3 p.m.
See, that's what I'm saying. Then you think one more day for Friday and then you're done.
And nope.
And you're not. I hate those weeks.
And the sun hasn't been out most of the week, so everybody's mood has been down. And then it's one of those weeks where people wearing orange makes you mad because just like it's not.
Right? See, but people will complain. Now that it's hot, not hot, they be like, oh, my God, when the heat is coming back. Like, because they don't realize that heat brings them so much energy, even though it gets you cranky at the same time. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But it gives you motivation to go out and, let's go barbecue and do all
It gives
this.
you much like I feel like people in the heat want to fight all day. That means you got to have some sort of energy.
Yeah.
You're just
See.
waiting for that wrong person to bump you.
And for me, I don't need a reason to barbecue. I'll barbecue in the winter.
Well, why not? It's
That-
food.
it's just that barbecue taste. Sometimes you want it. That's why they got that indoor barbecue
Yeah.
grill. I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna probably buy one and try it, but I don't know if they're gonna smoke the house.
Wait. Even you never tried a George Foreman grill?
Well, George Foreman grill, but that's to take out your. The hamburgers did come out good on those George
See,
Foreman.
you see what I'm saying?
I had the
Always
one
good
that
to see
the bread steamer was on the top of the George Foreman. So when you press
Oh.
it down, the heat.
Oh, that
steams.
works. So you can get some nice rolls.
Yep. And it was
stuff,
small. Hola, Rosa, how's it going? It was a small version, And why do we doing? We got some new stuff going in here.
Why not?
I just noticed that the screens.
You got. I mean, what you want to keep it the same every day?
I know, right? Hey, that's something different,
Something
though.
new.
But
How you do it?
something new, I guess. Everybody else is doing something new. We got to do something new.
Why not?
But yeah, it's been one of those days. Like I'll go with you. It's like the cloudiness. It's like it made me feel like someone's gone. And August.
It's only August, man.
And August for me is summer.
No. We have to get through August. The end of summer is in September, and it's depressing. And all
Yeah.
those dang kids are on public transit again.
Oh yeah, that's when you know it's.
That is the
That's
worst.
when you know it's done.
Why?
Wait.
Make them walk them 30 miles to school like our grandparents used to. But maybe that's just a me thing. I don't know. I get so down every September, not even because I know winter's coming, but I do it just because you have all of those kids getting back on transit, acting a fool. Like, you can tell who the freshmen are, who the seniors are, who's doing what. Sit there with my music because adults already don't know how to be on transit. Now all the kids are out, and somehow they all outside only when the school year starts, but during summer when they have free time, I don't see any of them.
Sorry, I had to go change my mic.
Oops.
Yeah, I know, but it does feel good when they're not in the.
That's so great.
You somewhat get a chair. I'm not gonna say you guarantee.
Oh,
a chair,
I
but
always
at
get a
least-
chair. I don't know about you. I find an empty seat when I get on, or I find the white person that gets off after 96th Street. But I will always get a chair.
No, that's so true though. You gotta wait. We know our stops.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
some of the stops, we're like, okay, don't worry about it. Everybody's gonna get off anyway.
That's it.
Even with the bus, like when I was taking Raiden to school, I was like, you want to sit? I'm like, I'm all right. I got 2 more stops. Not me.
Right.
I'm
but
just
like,
saying, there's 2
before
more
you
stops
get a
before all
seat,
y'all
yeah.
leave. So and then we wind up with a chair anyway. So we okay.
That's at the end of the day. Yeah.
We're okay. Oh, but I heard the funniest thing today too. Now that we talk about transit, coming to the studio, we were taking the bus, and the bus stopped at a red light, and this guy's like, back door, back door. It's not even at the bus stop.
Bus stop,
yet.
yeah.
He's screaming, back door, back door. This guy came out. He says, the bus is able to move, but not the bus stop. I was laughing. Real was like, yo, don't laugh. I was like, that was funny. I said it loud. That was funny. That was a good one. I got to use those.
That was hilarious. And nah, cause like people do that, and understand that maybe you get off here, but that bus driver would lose their job leaving you off in the middle of traffic somewhere.
Yeah,
What
it's
are you
like
doing?
he's not even into the bus stop yet, and you're talking about back door.
You might as well have gotten off.
Well, I like doing that too. That's an exercise. Get up for a stop before your stop.
Oh no, I don't care about exercise. I want the quickest route there.
Well, sometimes not if you're taking the train, because sometimes the train you still got to walk. You know.
That's
you
what I'm
know.
saying.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but the buses sometimes is like, especially if you go into a shopping area. You know, take one stop before, because you know that traffic is going to be crazy anyway.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, so if you know your route, right? Like sometimes it is faster because you usually hit a light. Like if you're going to 125th Street, right? Cutting across town. Sometimes it's easier to get off before the 6th train rather than
Then,
of the 6th.
oh, it's his mic. See, she was saying it was my mic. I know, right? We would know, but yeah, just hey, we're live. There's no cut and do it again. So, but yeah, it is true though. I love like taking that one stop before to get that workout. Or sometimes I even walk from the house to the studio, which is like a good 30-minute walk. Just to get that little. If I didn't do nothing the whole day, if I ate a lot and I didn't do nothing, I'm definitely gonna walk. Just to burn that calories out and that energy to get it back. Because the older you get, the more you want to walk, and the more because you want to make sure you have energy. I don't want to be one of those 55, 60-year-old people. I'm sorry if you are one of those, but I can't. That's why I want to constantly walk and walk.
Nah, see, I'm not doing that. We live in an era where fat people get motor scooters just to go
Oh, yeah,
shopping.
yeah.
I'm definitely getting me an automated wheelie
Sure,
thing.
I felt it like
I don't
going
care.
on. I'm not gonna say the name, but the place where they sell wholesale stuff. I was about to take one of those just for the hell of it.
Yeah,
Just, drive around.
Bruh, just give me a rascal, and I'll be a happy old person walking or not walking.
There we go.
Just because I want to be able to have my cane and just like smack people as I'm driving away. It'd be
Move
great.
over.
Yeah. It's the dream come true.
Yeah.
My goal in life.
And you
is
can't
to be a
get mad
grumpy
at
old
the
man.
old people because they don't care no more.
No, they don't. They don't have to.
They don't care.
They're done.
They've been there, done that.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing you can tell them they're gonna change their minds.
They got enough stories to be legendary.
Yeah. And then if you try to beat them and they come back out the hospital, they're gonna
you're
be like,
done.
you see, these old whippersnappers, they can't even beat a person for real.
They too soft. Yeah.
Now you gave them a sedative to even act even worse.
How many ex-vets have you heard like beat people up in their old age? It's just they built different.
Yeah. I love it when they old and can't walk and they can't do nothing, but they still got a mouth.
Oh, of course.
Oh, I know this boy ain't gonna talk to me because I'm not the one. I don't play. I don't play those.
Hey, Bob, aren't you on dialysis every
know,
day?
right?
I don't play that.
I don't play that.
I take needles every day.
They always tough, no matter what it is. You can't open that jar. Oh man, give
I
it to
think
me.
it's
Give it to me.
1930 something, man. I'm not mad at them.
Hey, listen.
They lived through a lot of stuff worse than what we live through now. I mean, that's just a fact.
You can't. You have to know your limits though.
Oh, they
know.
should, but I mean,
But they don't.
how many 40-year-olds act like they 20-year-olds because that's all they ever knew?
Yeah, that's
Right?
true.
You know, like, so what, a 70-year-old is going to be left in their 20s. That 20-year-old, like, they lived through civil rights.
It's just like some of the martial artists that I be seeing. Hey, Charles. Oh man, come here. Let me do some demonstration. I'm like, I know you still got the title of master, but your body doesn't. No. You used to throw like 60 miles per hour kicks, and now you're to like two or 3 day kick. You know what I mean? Like your kick don't even get up there until like 3 days later.
Man, if they can throw a good kick staying balanced for 3 whole days, I'll still call you master. I'll dodge it, but I'll call you master because I'm not sitting on one leg for more than 30
I
seconds.
don't, we be like, looking at the watch. Are you gonna kick or what? Like I don't know.
It's a coming. It's a
I
coming.
mean, right? So there's certain things that you gotta say. I can't do it no more, and just admit it.
That's true.
Just admit it. you know?
LeBron,
Yeah. Well, could he ever?
he can't carry a team to a championship for real now. I mean, he never
Yeah.
did.
Well, he never did, but now
But-
he has an excuse now.
Yeah,
Talking about
you know.
because I'm getting old.
You
and
know,
that.
I'm so old. My son's in the league.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
Ooh, boy, you don't want to. Don't want to hear about those little things. But again, for y'all people that are complaining, complain about everything else, but not about him bringing his son in. Because if I was a basketball player,
I would do
I'm
the
bringing
same.
the same
There are a
thing.
lot of juniors in the league. Their fathers just got out of the league beforehand. That's
Yeah.
just the be all end all of it. Even
It's the
even
same thing with the college. Remember when they busted the people
the
paying for their
nepotism thing.
college?
Well, I mean,
Come on.
the difference here is that like, you have a leg up in developing your skills because your parent was a ball player, right? Like they have
Right.
better connections, better trainings, better whatever. Like everyone's expectation of you is higher, so they open up doors with their name and
Right,
their
right,
league
right.
status, right? So in this case, the reason why everyone's so up in arms is the fact
Because he
that
sucks.
it's not. He doesn't suck. He doesn't even suck. Like he went from his first 2 games he had 5 points a game to his next 2 games having 23 points in the games. Like you know what I'm saying? So like no, he doesn't suck. But before we get a chance to see him play in the league and see if he can keep up, the stats that he had going into it were so low. You're like,
Yeah, that's what I was like,
this is
wow.
pure nepotism. Because look, you got Steph Curry. His father was in the league, right?
Mhm.
Look at who he's become. And his father, not to say his father was a scrub or anything, but not a lot of people remember Del Curry. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like he's not someone. When you think of people from his generation, you're not thinking of Del Curry in your top 5, right? But Steph Curry has become arguably the best player in the league. That includes LeBron James. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He will be a player who's definitely Hall of Fame. Everyone will remember yada yada. So
Now he's in there with the non-height NBA players.
you know what I'm saying? So
So-
my whole thing is that like you get people who their parents were in the league, right? If take football, right? You got
Mhm.
Peyton Manning, probably one of the all-time quarterbacks, great, but even Eli, right? But they definitely went further than their father as pro players.
Right, right.
But they got in because their father, not because their father was a pro, but because as a pro, he was able to train them at a
Yep.
higher level. So their skill sets just developed better. You know what I'm saying? Like
But I think it's kind of hard to go into any sports if your father is a Hall of Famer type.
Yeah,
person,
I
you know what
mean,
it's kind of hard.
Patrick Ewing's kid did well in college, but I don't think I saw him in the league after Georgetown. You know what
No.
I'm saying?
Because it's hard to match up to them.
To
And
what
then everything you pretty much do, your dad didn't do it that way. He was
Right.
scoring this and this.
And
like you're always going to be compared.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr. is a good example of someone whose father is well known in the league, was well known for his generation in the league, and has created a good, solid name and career for himself. Right? But that doesn't happen quite often, right? And hopefully, I don't like LeBron at all. Never liked him. Hate the way he plays. Hate the way he acts in press conferences. I don't know why they thought he should make a second Space Jam that everybody hates. Just hate LeBron. But I have no ill will to Bronny, and I do hope the best for him in the league because I know he's already walking into a real shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be hard, especially having a dad like that. And the first time you're going to be in an NBA game and you fall down without no one touching you, it's going to be a crazy thing out there. They're going to blast them all over the place.
What are you talking about? He learned from his father.
But that's what I'm saying. They're going to blast them all over the place.
No, they're gonna say the next great.
The next,
Like they
the
did with LeBron.
The next great flopper.
Yep. It's not Paul Gasol anymore.
Yes, in sports is getting crazy, which the Olympics now is going to be coming out.
I'm so excited.
This Olympics is the most drama that's going to happen.
Why?
Because, especially with basketball, you got all the NBAs that win here, but then you got half of the NBA players that said, no, I ain't playing for USA and went to their country.
But that's every.
So that's
every
no,
Olympics.
But it's more this year.
No,
So-
it's every Olympics. This has been an issue for over 20 years.
but some of the great ones even. Woo! So it's going to be a battle. And plus now, Puerto Rico has more of the NBA players now this year than ever. That's why they made it after 20 years. So this is like, and then you have soccer, where again, Spain and Mexico and all of them are always fighting. But now they have some of the great ones on Mexico. So it's going to be a drama. Or I don't even know why they even bring in swimming involved because I don't really see too much the sinking swimming thing.
Oh, the synchronized swimming, that's garbage.
I don't see no drama in there, but they were mentioning it.
No one. So here's the thing. There are like rhythmic gymnastics with the ribbon,
Right. That's another one.
That's another weird one that
I don't
no one
understand
really
that.
like. That's why that's the one that they try to make sure airs at 2 a.m. in the U.S. that has like the most viewers, right? But at the end of the day, regardless of what they're putting in or not, we already know that swimming sprints are going to be big,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Track and field sprints are going to be big. Basketball. Some people
And soccer.
get into boxing. Soccer at the Olympics isn't big because soccer has World Cup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
No, but it's big because of the bragging rights.
not really. This is more so women's soccer that gets the public
The
stage,
public-
and
Oh,
that's one where
another
the
thing,
U.S.
too.
stands a chance.
This year, the women basketball probably is going to be more looked at because
No,
of the drama that's
no.
been going on.
The only time women's basketball is looked at is at the Olympics. That's the last time
Yeah.
people cared was
I think
you know.
I think if the women's basketball where what the women's volleyball team wins,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
think they'll be
yeah,
watching them.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
they'll be watching
Yo,
them.
honestly, all jokes aside, I do love watching volleyball, men's, women's, indoor, outdoor. I love it, and I'm really excited to watch volleyball at the Olympics again. But the highlight for the Olympics, I don't care what no one says, is always, always, always going to be table tennis.
Yeah.
That is the best thing you will see at
Yeah.
all. And for me personally, rugby.
Mm.
But table tennis is by far because
Yeah.
that's the one where I feel like people sleep on it all year long. Like people don't know that there's table tennis leagues, right? Like they don't know that there are handball leagues in Korea, but like there are table tennis leagues.
Leagues.
And then when they finally watch it, they're like ninja. I'm
I
like,
know
"It's
they're
that."
quick. They're quick.
They-
But even with the volleyball, the qualification to get to the Olympics, there was two groups, and I forgot the name of one of them was a Julie something. They went for almost 3 minutes without that volleyball hitting the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Both teams were like, da, da, and they were diving, da, and even the announcer was like, "This is too much to be announcing. It's going back and forth." He was going crazy, like they never seen something like that.
Yeah, no, because the
it lasted like what, a minute, maybe 30 seconds.
you're
before they
lucky if
spike
you
it.
get a full minute of back and forth.
But this one went almost 3 to 4 minutes of them. Boom, and I'm talking about diving,
Yeah.
until the last one where you see her foot slip on the sand. That's it. It banged right there. But
No, if you a good beach volleyball volley is not as long as like even the tennis rallies though. Some
Yeah.
of those go forever for a single
if you
point.
notice,
You're
tennis
like,
died
"Dang."
pretty much ever since the Williams sisters left.
I mean, I can't.
They don't really talk about it that much.
I can't say that because there's still a bunch of rising and more so.
Maybe because I don't pay attention to tennis that
The
much.
thing is that a lot of sports, like remember when golf was really big because of Tiger Woods,
Tiger Woods, yeah.
right? Like tennis went through that phase because in America, because it's still big other places, like really
Right.
big. But America hasn't had dominating champions since the Williams sisters.
Yeah, that's what I'm
right?
saying. It's like,
They had because at the time I think there was also Andy Roddick, so there was a male lead, there were the two black females, and now what's funny is that some of the best Americans are now still black females, but they don't dominate as much. Like they're not trading back and forth between each major open.
Yeah.
They're still competing. So now that we're kind of regular again, even though we have like 2 or 3 people in the top 20, like the
Yeah.
America doesn't care. We only care about number 1.
yeah, even NASCAR, like you used to hear when Griffin go home, everybody,
Oh.
and then they stop, like the big ones stop, and you don't hardly hear it too much.
Because NASCAR is still probably America's number 1 sport. The issue is just that there aren't a lot of name and notes because there's
there's
no
no
one
really-
dominating. And I don't know if that's a bad thing. I think that just means that the skill level in a lot of these things, regardless if you consider NASCAR a skill, Shaq proved it was.
Yeah, I
there-
still don't. Now, for the NASCAR drivers, I'm okay with y'all. It's the fans. You think I'm gonna pay a lot of money to be like, oh, here we come,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
then like you don't even get to see them. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not sitting there with the sun in my face and not even get to see my guy.
But it's all about a long tailgate. That's all it is. It's like
and you're going in a circle and in a circle. And
well,
like,
sometimes it's an 8.
yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
No, but it's
I think the motorcycle one is better. At least.
motocross.
they
Motocross
going
is cool. They
somewhere
jump up
far.
and down, and it's just a matter of America, especially here, right? Because this is the upper level for almost any sport because we have training facilities for every sport. You literally just have so much competition these days because everyone is on it. They're on unique stuff. They're on the most popular stuff. That how do you dominate? That's why when someone can be that name of note, they're that good when they come from the U.S. But
Listen.
Americans only care about winners. So if we're not winning, we
They
don't
don't
care.
show
That's
up.
why soccer will never blow up in the United States. Despite how well the women do, most people don't follow women's sports. So it focuses on the men. And then the men don't ever win, so who cares?
Yeah, that's true.
And when we get really infamous players, right? Like we got Beckham. It was when his career was waning. So even when you try to get these stars, it's like America pulls international stars in soccer the way the Knicks pull like great players in the league just before they retire. Like,
It's gonna be a lot of drama, guys. Watch it. We're gonna try to bring it to you when we do our sports talk and all that. We're gonna try to bring some information of the Olympics, the wrestlings, and all this stuff that's going on. I know we slacking, but we got so busy.
Nah, we gotta,
Yeah,
we
we gotta
gotta
bring it.
for the Olympics. Yeah, we gotta do it for the
we gotta
Olympics.
start bringing you guys the play-by-play drama that's going on,
And-
who did what. And, yeah. Oh, the Snoop video.
He does a voiceover of it.
Yeah. Snoop is funny too. But we're gonna be bringing you all those stuff as well. I was gonna say, what was going on? Oh, this summer they trying to bring some good horror movies, so check them out. I know there's a couple drama movies that's going out, but Wolverine is coming out tomorrow.
I heard that they're thinking about bringing back Scary Movie.
The comedy?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Oh, okay, that'll be good.
They're
I know they got God, I forgot the name of it. Where it's a drama. It's supposed to be a whodunit type of movie. It's coming out.
That joint with Zoe.
Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz is the director, and her boyfriend is the lead actor, dude from Step Up, Channing
Yep.
Tatum.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't remember the name of it either.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a whodunit type of thing.
Everybody's trying to do like what was that? That island movie.
Oh, not the one that they got old, right?
No, the one where Fantasy Island. There we go.
Fantasy Island.
Yeah, it's like Fantasy Island. Everybody's
Yeah.
doing that version of. I'm like, I just saw a movie of this earlier this year and the TV show last year. Like, why?
Why we? Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I'm still like waiting for that good horror.
No, that's
You know,
October.
The
That's
good,
September,
the good
October.
whodunit movies are good. You know, the whodunit movies, they're okay because they make you think. Some of them, in the middle of it, they're already telling you who's the killer or what's
Oh
the
yeah,
plot.
yeah. If you pay attention.
Right, if you pay attention real good. But the good horror, you know, like I watched one movie where the music goes loud, you know, and
Right.
she's turning the corner, and you automatically know, don't turn that corner, you're gonna be right there. And all of a sudden, boom, there was nobody there. So I said, oh, here it goes. As soon as she turns around, then that he's there. The music, boom, boom, and when he turned around, no, they got me to jump because there was no music. And all of a sudden, boom, the killer popped up. I was like, boy, you didn't even warn a brother. You didn't even- I was like, wow. I forgot the name of it. It was one of these B movies on
See, that's what it is. I think what everyone needs out of the movie, because right now Hollywood needs a comeback. It
Yeah.
needs a comeback
Yes.
bad post-COVID,
Yes.
bad post the writer's strike, right? They need people willing to put together B movies with A movie production. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because all these B movies that you see, like these low budget Netflix,
They're
whatever,
good.
they're either bad for the sake of being bad, like Velocipaster. Oh my god,
Right,
that's
right.
horrible.
But some of them- some
right,
of
but
them
it's
you
supposed
expect
to
it.
be, right?
Right, you
and then there
expect
are
it.
other ones that are surprisingly like really, really good because you can tell someone who was a fan of horror or a
Right,
fan
right.
Of drama, whatever, like really put in a lot of serious tropes and stuff and made fun of the stuff that people were always complaining about, like that. Right?
yeah.
Like it's so predictable. Oh, really? Predict this.
Predict
right?
this, you
what I'm
know?
saying? Like,
And they did
damn.
it like one after the other, right? Like as soon as she turned the corner, oh, there was nobody. So, and then she stopped and she looked to the back. She was like she was afraid to turn around.
Like she knows.
And I was like, yeah, don't do it, girl.
Don't do it.
You already know he's there.
Yep.
And when she turned around, there was nobody there. And then when she turned back with no music, that's when the guy was there. So it was like one of those type of music where plays a part of the movie. And we don't get that, like you said, you don't really get that in the mainstream movies no more.
At all.
They keep, throwing up the same thing. And, it's like, come on now. We already know, like the Halloween, how many times you keep running and you fall, you look back, and Michael Myers is not there. So,
Because he don't even run. I don't know how none of these people got away.
yeah.
Like this,
I did
this
that
is,
to- I
this
did
is why
that
they
to
have
my
the
wife.
presidential fitness exam, because y'all are some slow mofos.
I did that to my wife and my son. I got to throw them under the bus. Literally, the bus. We
Oh,
were
God.
running. We were running for the bus. They were saying, "Run for the bus," and I'm walking. So I'm walking, and then they ran to the bus, got to the bus, and I'm right there behind them. And I was like, "Why do I feel like I'm in a Michael Myers movie?"
for real.
Right? They running for the bus, and I'm like, "Okay, they running, but
Yeah.
you know there's a red line and stuff." So I caught up to them walking,
Right.
and I was like, "I feel like I was in a Michael Myers movie."
Except there was no rock for them to trip over.
I know
right?
they didn't
Like,
trip. If they would have tripped, I would have cracked up.
That literally happened.
I would have been laughing.
That happened to me yesterday. I'm walking with my girlfriend, and she sees the light turning, and she's running. I'm just like, why are you running? And I'm walking across the street where she's just like, oh, so I did. I said, no.
No, you didn't.
If you don't see me running, you don't need to run.
Yeah, you don't need to run. But keep an eye out. Check out Will's Reviews podcast. Well, listen to it. We probably got some good movies going to be coming out because I know there's some good horrors that are going to come out. I don't really know about good action.
Long Legs just came out. Deadpool is the big action movie right now, but I think
Oh, they got Quiet that's coming out on
A Quiet Place came out
on HD now.
no, A Quiet Place came out
Yeah,
already.
so you can watch that. That's one of them that I have keyed in to watch.
Ooh, you don't.
You don't?
Don't.
No? It's a
No,
waste?
it was basura.
Basura.
Mm.
It's supposed to be based on the story of when it all started.
Yeah, it's supposed to be day one, and honestly, it doesn't tell you anything really
So it was
about
like
what's
not
going.
like the Usos day one.
No. It doesn't explain anything. It's a really predictable story.
See,
you know,
I don't like really predictable
It's
stories.
so predictable.
Predictable stories for you guys, I don't know, but for me, predictable stories is I can go to get something to drink in the kitchen, do whatever, come back and I still know what's going on.
I'm talking
And
about.
know who's everybody.
I'm talking about. I figured out how the movie was gonna end in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Oh wow, nah, see that's
Not for real. Like
that's a waste. That's a
no,
waste.
no. I'm all jokes aside. Everything that happens at the end of that movie, they tell you is going to happen in the
In the
first
beginning.
5 minutes. And if you think the only surprise in that movie is there's a character that dies earlier than you think they will.
Ah,
That's the only
and he wasn't
surprise.
black?
No, not
Oh,
black.
so then that's
Not black.
surprising. That's
But-
surprising right there.
But the funny part truly is that even happens in like the first 20, 25 minutes. Like,
Oh, so yeah.
And then you're left with the rest of this movie where you kind of know everything that's going to happen. Minus like, oh, there's a new character. That's about it.
Ah,
That's about it.
yeah.
But,
I got
yeah.
some good movies that I got keyed up for the weekend. Especially we're gonna be watching Wolverine and Deadpool. So you got two people that are sarcastic type of thing. To me, Deadpool is more funnier though
Oh, yeah.
than Wolverine. But they both have this character that. Well, he's
Wolverine
funny.
is hilarious.
Wolverine has.
He's
these,
just mad, and that's what makes him
yeah,
funny.
and then he has these punch before he kills you or he
Yeah.
beats you up or something. You know. Like he'll stick you to the wall talking about he can't come. He's really sticking it up or something. He'll say something stupid where whatever he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
So you got these two, and then plus it's even funnier when Wolverine to other people is always mad and angry with a person that's irritating and always bothering you.
And you're
So
just
how
like,
can they get
really?
along?
You figured you want to kill him in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, and Wolverine is one of those people that will want to kill you in the first 5 minutes if you keep, agonizing them. But you have two good actors, and Logan is Logan, but when he become Wolverine,
Yeah.
he becomes a different type of person. For you guys that don't understand anime or comics or something like that, when he's just a regular guy like walking around, he's always Wolverine. But when he puts on that uniform,
Yeah.
he is totally like, okay, now I'm on my job. Don't mess with me. You know what I mean? Or when I think Logan is probably more angrier than Wolverine.
Logan is way more angry
think
because
he's
when he's
more-
Wolverine, sometimes he has to catch himself, and he's like, "I'm an X-Men. I got to do the right
Right,
thing."
right. But
Where
when he's
Logan
he's
is just like,
don't bother me.
I'm killing you. I don't care."
Yeah, he's like, don't bother me. You don't see I'm not at work no more. Don't leave me alone. So I think Logan is more of a bad person, but it's gonna be a fun movie. They said there's a lot of funny parts, a lot of
Oh,
fun.
there's a lot of cameos.
First Deadpool?
No idea.
No?
I paid
I
no
gotta
attention.
find- I gotta
I
find that
pay
out.
no attention to the directors unless it's Michael Bay. That is it. Only reason I pay attention to Michael Bay is that I know there's gonna be a lot of good destruction.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Transformers.
You hear Michael Bay, you know what's going down.
Yeah, he
You
has-
hear M. Night Shyamalan, you know you're going to be
Michael
confused.
Michael Bay is
These are things that are just truths.
Michael Bay is a good movie with explosives and all that. You know some and the fighting scenes, of course.
That's all I'm.
Yeah.
If you're watching a Michael Bay movie because you think he's going to direct a beautiful thing like James Cameron, you're stupid. You're going there
He's
for
gonna blow up.
explosions.
Yep.
Like that is it. The explosions, fight choreography, all that. It'll look amazing. Like to this day, I will still say he has one of, if not the best action sequence in that 30 minutes of Transformers where they were just, once these guys flew into Chicago, it was
Done.
game on, bro. I loved it.
He's one of
I
those like
loved
put
it.
some fire on it.
It boof. That's
Put some
it.
fire on it. It looks
That
good.
is
It looks
it.
good. He blows everything up. He probably blew things up when he was young. We don't know.
Hey, I don't
Just-
care. I'm
right.
glad he did.
Yeah, just keep it up. But yeah, but anyway, Transformers 2 working on another one. So,
Yeah, that with the G.I. Joe. I'm
G.I. Joe,
looking
so-
forward to that. Honestly, I really am.
I'm hoping they don't screw it up. That's all I'm hoping. Like they almost screwed up completely.
They
the
already
Beast Wars.
messed up. No, almost. They screwed up Beast Wars. They
Yeah,
screwed it
so-
up really bad. If you want to know what it's supposed to be, you can go back and watch the old '90s cartoon, and that'll be as close as good as you're gonna
Yeah.
get.
Because Beast Wars was a good
That was a great
good
storyline.
season when the Beast Wars came up.
Three.
Beast Wars ended dinosaurs when both of those were good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was not too big on the construction trucks when they came out.
Yeah.
I was not too big. Yeah, but it
Most
would be nice
Transformers
if
are
they
fun.
come out with it.
Well,
in a
there
movie.
there actually is a new Transformers movie coming out. It's an animated film. I think it's called Transformers One, and it's about when Optimus and Megatron first get their powers.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like how do they become the Autobot? You
Right.
know, so it's that story before they were.
Now, I wonder
Yeah.
if that was their first pick. Like Optimus' first pick was the truck.
Well, it looks like they don't get a chance to pick. It's not. So it's not the same. It's not Transformers as we know it. It's a prequel story supposedly.
Okay.
I don't think it's canon. It's aimed for kids. I'm not. But it's more like the TV stuff. So it's. I forget what his name was when he was a gladiator, right? They're making him some like no-named low worker from their Cybertronian society who can't transform, who accidentally finds ancient transforming powers and has to fight a new alien threat that's coming to their planet. And they're like, the
That's
only
another
ones who
thing
can, you know.
that the storyline of how they became has been so many different,
Yeah, right.
ways. So you can go with whatever you want to
What are they
believe
gonna
in, a robot god or whatever, or astronaut,
so the-
asteroid or whatever.
The fact is, they literally. So, if you really get into Transformers, it goes way deeper than what most people talk about or know. Like,
Right.
there is a Transformers god and a Transformers devil, right?
Mhm.
There is. So they've said that every Transformer universe is connected because that big evil Transformer devil is essentially in its power set. It can never die, and what it normally does is come back in an alternate
That's
dimension.
right.
So that same devil that we see every time, I think it's Omnicron, whatever it is,
Omnicron.
right? Every time we see Omnicron, it is technically the same Omnicron that we saw the very first time get destroyed, and that's what connects all these universes. So any Transformer universe, different storyline or creation, whatever the case may be, is still technically connected
Yeah.
because of him. So I was like,
I think was it the Beast War that they had the old man? Was it Beast War or the one before? That he had the old man, the old Transformer with the beard and everything. But in one of them, he even says it. I go beyond itself, beyond your reality of what you think. So he's trying to tell
Right.
you there that
There's more, yeah.
there's more to it than you think. Because Bumblebee was like, "You're old,"
and he's just
and he was like, "Yeah, I come beyond your reality."
I'm from everything, bro.
Yeah, so
Don't sleep
I was
on
there
me.
before Optimus Prime became Prime and stuff. So there's more to the story, but hopefully these things come out because this summer was slow in movies.
I mean, when Deadpool got announced, I think everybody knew that's the movie of the summer. Like
Yeah.
when you had Oppenheimer and Barbie, I think people thought Barbie was going to be the movie of the summer, and were
No.
surprised to find out Oppenheimer was the
Yeah.
movie.
Because what we got, the only two movies that I was hyped to see this summer is Bad Boys and
Bad
Wolverine.
Boys was controversial, but it did pretty well. I think this movie is really. This summer is the summer for kids, to be honest with you,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Despicable Me came out, Inside Out came out.
Yeah,
I
that
feel
was a
like
good
I
movie.
feel like there's 2 or 3 other. If came out in this summer season.
Oh, we seen
And
that
if
one.
If is supposedly like the surprise movie of the year for everyone. Yeah.
Well, he's a good actor. That's why too. And he's kind of funny.
It's not even that. I think it's that everybody assumed it was going to be a silly comedy with Ryan Reynolds, and it turned out to be much deeper than
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
It was about bringing back imaginations and stop with the phones. That's what I seen there.
So-
like have imagination and continue. So it was a good movie. For us, I don't know. We watched it together and we enjoyed it. Any cartoon that doesn't put me to sleep, I enjoy it. you
Fair
know?
enough. I mean, I think there's supposed to be one or two more uh, children's movies before the end of summer. The names are drawing a blank to me
Yeah.
right now. But yeah,
Like
this
Despicable Me, we haven't seen it yet. It's on our
list.
list to watch.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, this is they made this summer really for the kids. I feel, and
Yeah.
more than the adults, because even I don't know too many horror movies to pop out, but they literally pushed Smile for a July release, which makes no
Yeah.
sense. Like Smile 2.
I
That
just
made
want
no
them to
sense.
come back with Sing.
And Long Legs. And then they also had Strangers. I'm just why are you
Strange,
dropping
yeah.
all these fall movies early? You're that desperate. You're
Because
that
there's
desperate to bring back
nothing
Hollywood.
really in the summer.
You know, and the writer's strike pushed back a lot of projects.
Yeah.
A lot of things that were supposed to come out now came out 2025. So Hollywood is struggling.
Yeah, just
Struggling.
bring Sing 3.
No,
You didn't like Sing? the
I like
cartoon?
Sing. I don't want them to ruin it.
Oh yeah, because they might mess
Sing
it up.
2 was weaker than Sing 1, and I already see like, yeah, I don't.
I liked the ending. The ending of Sing 2 was cool. We were seeing that. I don't want to sing because they don't pay us, and they might bring out the stars. Coo, 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 you know.
Nah. Nah.
And they're fighting scene and the gorilla singing.
Nah.
And
Sing was amazing. Sing 2 was I. Like,
now,
it was
if you're just sitting there watching us and saying what, then you need to go watch Sing because it was good.
You watch both movies and you tell me who's right here.
Oh, Troll.
Didn't Trolls drop a movie this year? Or was
Yeah,
that
but
last
it was
summer?
kind of funny because they were making fun of boy bands.
Yeah, but that was
it
earlier
lost
this
a
year.
little bit of something. It lost.
Well, the fact that you have to remember these movie franchises are so like you heard there's a new Shrek coming, right? Like, huh?
Mhm.
See, I don't
Now,
know.
is Eddie Murphy gonna be in part of that?
It has to be
And who was Shrek?
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Yeah.
So
Well, Mike Myers. but
Mike.
Yes.
Yeah, we said Michael Myers, and
You
people
know.
were like Halloween.
Yeah. No, that was the joke his entire career.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
So
Austin
yeah,
Powers.
hopefully that'll be good.
we will see. I mean, my thing is that sometimes, like you said, a lot of these franchises they'll have a really good movie, right?
Mhm.
And then whatever was good about it, they try to overuse, forgetting that part of what was good is something they can't recreate, and that is unexpectedness, right?
Yeah, just
Freshness,
Leave it
right?
alone.
Originality. So it's not that. It's just a matter of if you're making a part 2 or a part 3, right? Or if you think there's even a potential, develop the initial project in such a way that those qualities people fall in love with part 1 aren't lost in part 2 in the
Yeah.
sense that, oh, it just feels like you're doing it again. You
But
know what I'm saying?
sometimes leaving it at part 1 is great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
There's some great movies that don't have a sequel, and it is done better than all
Rocky
the other.
Horror Picture Show still has tons and
E.T.
tons.
and all of them.
Yeah,
you don't
no.
need a second
I mean,
part of that.
What, E.T. Returns? Like,
Yeah,
who's
what-
watching that?
You know,
Like, for real.
some of these movies don't. I know there was one movie where there was little spaceships that can build something real quick, and they had to build the Bronx building fell down, and they built it real quick. It was a little tiny one. Batteries not included. Perfect movie. They didn't need a battery not included, but they found the Energizer. You know, they didn't need
Right.
part 2.
But wasn't whatchamacallit, wasn't like Wall-E technically like some sort of sequel to Closed Circuit?
Well,
See, what I
could
mean?
be, yeah.
No, but this is my point.
Yeah, like
right?
they made made a second, but
there
made
is-
it like a first.
But what I'm saying is like you do Wall-E and Closed Circuit,
Right.
and they don't feel like the same movie, but you can
Mhm.
see how they're related. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want out of a part 2.
Right,
or you
right.
want it to be what happens next in the story. You know what I'm saying?
Like there another because they got different characters in there.
Right.
So
I mean, the
let's-
Lion King did a great job about continuing a franchise. Now, did they make any other movie as dope as the first?
Nah.
Probably not. And the closest one is a movie a lot of new people don't know, which was Lion King 1.5.
Half, yeah.
And all that was just them telling you
That
from
was
the fun-
Simba, yeah,
Yeah,
Simba and
Timon and Pumbaa is telling, like, so you're watching the first movie again, but from the funniest character's perspective.
yeah, that was the
Right?
second,
Like-
the second Bible.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That was somebody else's.
That was the New Testament to the Old Testament.
Right.
You heard? Like, yeah. But afterwards, they still made good movies. They're just never going to be the same as the legend. I feel like that's what Sing was amazing, and then Sing 2 was like, oh, you did that again. That was cute. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, they Sing one was good. So just watch some of these ones since they don't got good movies coming out.
might as well.
Catch up.
Well, you know what's funny? What happened today is a lot of these movies are now bundled together on multiple platforms.
Yeah,
So there's a big merger that happened today. You can go and check it out. And
Yeah.
for a lot of people who use certain streaming services, double check to
because
see
now you probably
if
have
you can
that
just
movie.
pay one bill. And
Yeah. all
out
those
there.
movies out there. And I think Karate Kid is back with their next
No.
season.
Let me.
Wait.
No.
I can't call it Karate Kid. Oh, my bad,
It's
my
Cobra
bad.
Kai.
It's Cobra Kai.
It's Cobra
Cobra Kai.
All right.
Cobra Kai.
It's Cobra Kai season 5, and
It's
let
out.
me tell you now, there's no point in watching it.
Yeah, there was no point after
No,
three.
no. Not just. No, I'm not saying it's not good. What I'm saying is they do 5 episodes now, another
And then
5
another?
in November, and then the last 5 in 2025. Why
For that one season.
For that one, bro.
No.
If I'm already, here's my thing. If I'm already waiting for the next season of Stranger Things in 2025, even though I thought the last season was supposed to be the last season and it came in like 2 and 3 parts anyway,
I
right?
know, right?
Whatever. But if I'm waiting for the next season of Stranger Things in 2025 after the last release in 2022, well then why can't I just wait for Cobra Kai to get finished and you
Why-
drop all 15 episodes? Like what's going
I
on?
guess it's because
Come on.
they were slacking or something,
That's not what
and
it is.
and there was like people
that
were waiting.
was Netflix's answer to what happened today.
Yeah.
Because they dropped it just before that could happen. Hey,
So people-
don't even notice that all those things are getting together. Like, hey, watch
Yep.
us on our original content. No, bro.
So people
Nah, bro.
won't forget Cobra Kai, but
Nah.
you know.
Nah.
But my
Nah.
first crush, I still, she still looked good for her whole age.
Oh, you mean Homeboy's wife?
The Chinese girl.
Oh.
From part two.
Yeah.
From part two. She was there. She still look alright for her age. You know what I mean?
Like that.
Listen, when they leave me, they stress like that. They get old. That's what it was. She was stressing.
No. Because what you call it?
That was my first Asian crush when I watched part two. Now I'm a Karate Kid fanatic. I say every part, but part 3, I really didn't enjoy. I didn't enjoy it at all.
1980s movies sometimes made way too many sequels.
Yeah, they make too many. But I want to get to a topic today. A lot of people fake it till you make it type of thing. But what happens when you get caught when you fake it to make it? Like Bow
Haha,
Wow.
sucker, take the money and run.
Like Bow Wow did. He was trying to fake it till he made it. But when you fake it to make it on the back of someone else, that's a big story.
So like who?
Like
Jay-Z?
we have a independent era now, which if you guys want to listen, you go. Here's a cheap plug, but you go to our new podcast called Real Music, Real Talk, and they do all the gossip. They talk to interviews with independent artists. But I'm gonna give you a brief of what they're gonna talk about. Few. It was one person goes to a concert, and then goes to an interview and says that was their concert. Trying to make, fake the damn thing, but you're backstabbing other people and lying your ASS's off.
They went to a concert.
Yeah, like you invited me to sing with you. But
Okay.
then I went to an interview and I said, I bring you into the... And you think that no one's going to find out.
What
You want to find out who it is? I'm going to drop names on Speak Out, and I'm going to drop, they drop me names on Real Talk, Real Music, who we're talking about. But I wanted to use that topic of, to reach to the top, do you really need to backstab your friends so badly and then think that no one's going to find out?
I mean, the fact of the matter is, you saw what happened with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj,
Right.
right? I mean, everybody's doing whatever they got to do for clout these days. Everybody's doing whatever they got to do to get to the top. And I mean, this isn't new.
Well, yeah, like
right?
taking a job or something, but not lying and saying,
Yes.
that was my concert.
Yeah, but that's what people do, right? If you can make yourself the star, make yourself the star. If that's what
Right.
you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying it's right. It's messed up, but that's how people are moving these
Yeah.
days. That's how people have been forced to move.
Yeah, and to give you a little hint, a friend of ours performed in SOB, which is a big,
It's a known platform
it's
in
a
New York.
known platform bar, or
It-
can you
it-
call
it-
it a lounge?
It's a bar. No, it'll be a lounge
It'll be a lounge?
technically. I feel more like it's a small club. I wouldn't even call it a lounge.
Yeah,
I
it
would-
reminds
'cause
me
it,
of
it doesn't have a lounge vibe. It's more of a small club. It's a performance space
Yeah.
with a bar. That's the best way to.
It reminds me of Ricky Ricardo's type of club that he had.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
got that big. You got a big stage. Well, you got a big
stage
stage
and
with
then-
an area for the audience, a couple of tables. That's why I'm like, it's not a real lounge because I don't get vibes of people just chilling.
Yeah.
It looks like it's supposed to be a concert space, so it's more of like a performance bar or whatever, something
Right.
like that. But yeah,
But-
and it's well known. It's
Yeah.
a lot of big names got their starts there.
Start.
A lot of big names still go back there. It's one of those spots in New York that is very well known if you're someone who is into performances and performance arts.
But he had a concert, a mini concert there. Bring a couple of friends over for them to perform and do stuff. I think this is his third time doing it there at SOBs. And then this SOB female, you get how I did that?
I peeped.
You seen that? That was a dad joke thing. But this SOB female want to go on another interview and platform and say, yeah, I had a concert and I bring him to perform for me.
All I'm saying,
like no one is gonna find out. I can't. Oh,
let's look at the flyers from the night, man. It says who it is. I don't even know why this is a topic of discussion.
I know.
If you have your receipts,
like how,
if you have your receipts, you should never stress these situations.
Yeah, but it's funny how you can go to a platform and then say things where out in the open everybody's gonna be like, what? And you out there thinking, yeah, people now think I'm good. No, people now thinking you're stupid.
But this is the thing. So did the person doing the interview check them on the spot?
No, I would have.
No,
if I would have knew the information. Maybe that person
but
didn't
that's what
know
I'm saying.
the information.
So a lot of these people go on these different shows, these various platforms. They're talking about themselves. And the person who is interviewing them is supposed to do their research before the interview. But they don't. They got too much stuff going on. They're worried about their own stuff that I got to talk to you for like only 5 minutes. All right, let's just make this sound good. So if I got 5 minutes to sound good to an audience that doesn't do its research or doesn't really care, why not try and sound as good as possible? Get a couple more likes, follows, whatever on the social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't blame them for doing it, especially if you're going someplace full of ignorant people, not stupid people, ignorant because they just lack the information.
But then again, if you have followers that will follow you and you be like, hey, I'm going to be on this interview, you shouldn't do that because now you're going on this interview and they follow you, so they know where you've been performing. They're going to be like, wow, this person's a damn liar.
I mean, all they're going to say, if they're really a follower, is like, yeah, I saw you at that show that night. I didn't know that was your show, but cool, great, because I was there.
Yeah, true. You probably have some people like that.
Or they're going to try and defend and be like, well, I mean, they performed at the show, so.
Yeah. They didn't mean that.
Look, it's like anybody who's a fan of Cardi B and can defend her stupidity, they're loyal. They are loyal followers.
They're probably like, no, she did bring him because she was the driver. Like, you know what I mean? She bring them to the concert.
You see what I'm saying?
So maybe she just worded different.
Any excuse.
Yeah, but I don't think, especially when you're in a industry where it's lacks of room, like the independent artist industry in New York, it's small, even though there's a whole lot of them. You know what I mean? If you do one thing here, somebody else knows.
Yeah, there's a lot of there, but so many places you guys are gonna be able to. Yeah.
So you can't burn bridges in one bar and then be like, yeah, I'm gonna go hang in this other bar.
Because
like,
the same thing, because every bar will have that Tuesday night that does jazz and that Wednesday that does rock and whatever.
Right.
So the circles travel around. Yeah. I got you.
So it's kind of small. It's not like you're doing it something and you're international. Then you can always lie because you don't care.
You're flopping from one country to another.
But if you just in this little city,
you don't even get out to Jersey.
You shouldn't be doing stuff like that.
For real.
You shouldn't be doing stuff like that because now it screws you up.
It's a small city with a lot of small platforms.
Even the fashion here in New York.
Oh, fashion is even worse.
In New York, if you talk crap, you've been blackballed from a lot of places, and I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen that personally happen to one person where they thought they were all that, and they got blackballed from podcasters, from fashion shows, and because you did one thing bad to one person, and then you're going to come over here, talk crap about that one person, thinking that they're not going to...
hear it or get back to them. Yeah.
And then you'd be shocked, like, how many... independent artists are friends with each other.
Of course.
So if you're talking crap about one independent artist, they'd be like, wait, I was just with that person there. Or they not know them personally, but they know of them.
And be like, yo, I heard such and such about you. This true? Because that's the other thing. When it comes to performers, they gossip.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They gossip.
Yeah. Like, I know half of the stuff about a lot of the independent artists because, we have the radio station and we have to see it. And sometimes on my page, a lot of the stuff pop up or they lately hashtagging us like crazy, so we get to see what they do. So we're fans of everybody. Well, we're not just one fan of one person, but that one person is a fan of yours. They seen every little thing, and if you want to lose a fan quickly, lie. You pretty much know when you get caught into it. Like you're like, Yeah, I was at the stage like Bow Wow where he did that thing about he was his private jet and everything, and then find out it was a green screen. Everybody was like, "What?"
I mean, at the end of the day,
That's embarrassing.
he's not broke.
No, but it's still
So
embarrassing.
I mean, but that's the thing. So
He was embarrassed all the way to the bank.
you know how there's, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no such thing as bad press because as long as your name is out there and people talking about you, they're gonna look
Yeah.
into you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want to see you go down bad to watch you on a reality show later to win. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those things. When you hit a top, then that's why people are so willing to get to the top, right? Like, Krishan and Blueface. Their whole love story thing is a hot mess full of abuse and violence and this and the third. And they still make money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because now their names were set around so much, people are so invested in what happens with them.
Yeah. You have to watch
Make
it.
yourself a household name.
I think when you're mainstream, you definitely have to make your household. Because a lot of people here, because I even saw a video where this guy was upset because he couldn't get into a restaurant. And what he said, well, I'm YouTube famous. The lady was like, well, you're not a home name, a house name,
Yeah.
so you're not famous. A lot of people think all because you
Got enough
like I was
followers.
talking to Rhea the other day, and I was like, all these people that be like, so why I never heard of you? Viral doesn't really mean nothing. Viral just means you went
You have a
famous
certain number
in
of
your
likes.
area.
Well, no, viral means you have a certain number of likes, and
But
and,
not
and
mainstream
subscribers.
type.
No, but a viral thing. So like, okay, when something goes viral, you hit, let's say, 1 billion views or something like that, right?
And you still got 9 billion people that never heard of you.
But that's
You know
but
what I
that's
mean?
the whole point. But like, who really is famous internationally?
Celebrities and
Certain
singers.
certain celebrities,
Right.
certain
That's what
things.
I'm saying.
Like
if
you
you're
can-
if you're at that point, then you can go
Right,
into
like
a store.
like
the
Beyonce-
Rock can go to
The Rock,
to
Beyonce,
bars.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because there are people who are big in their own countries. Like
Anybody in the WWE.
Nobody. No, but for real.
You know what I mean?
You know,
Like they can go anywhere and
Priyanka Chopra wasn't exactly a household name here until like Quantico for folks. Meanwhile,
Oh,
she
yeah.
was a huge Bollywood
Bollywood.
actress.
Oh,
you
my
know what I'm
God.
saying? Like, so you could be big in your country and still not be big. I'm sure there's tons and tons and tons of celebrities that were big in the United States that are not internationally known.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what
So
I'm saying? Like-
for you to say I'm real famous, you have to be a household name.
Yeah.
And a household name mean if I can go here and I can go to
They've
Japan,
heard of you.
go to Africa, go anywhere, and they heard of
They've
you.
heard of you.
That's when you're a big
If they,
star.
well, let me put it in their major cities because they're just certain people who live under a rock.
Yeah, well, they don't have TV. That's why.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They could have TV and just still live under the rock because all they're watching is, whatever country's equivalent of Fox News.
True. That's true.
Right? Like,
But if you're not a mainstream, so with that said, since you're not mainstream, and especially this person is not even, I don't even think she even went past 100 people watching her. So you're burning bridges quickly.
real quick.
And people like me heard of it, so I'm talking about it. And then and so if people know who I'm talking about, I even send her a message if she want to be on and speak out because I want to speak about it.
To get her
Her
point of view.
reason for doing so. By all means, come on board, sit down with me, and we can talk.
Hey, look, just let's just be real. You got someone like Ann Moore who does a whole bunch of these videos where she just puts stuff in her mouth, and she calls herself a clout chaser, OnlyFans girl, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
but at least she admits it. Like, how can you be mad at somebody who's telling you I'm doing whatever it takes to get famous? If you that type of person, then stand on business and just say like, this is what I do. I don't care. And if you
Yeah.
really don't care, I bet you grow a following. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. I don't pick sides. I don't care.
I think that is, I got to agree with you. I think more people that say, I did it just to get some views and clouts, they get more than, well, I wasn't lying. I didn't understand the question. And like if they try to beat around it.
No, then that's then you're pulling that political nonsense. Nah, it's just for real. Like the girl who gets made fun of for sleeping around with guys, right? Back in high school, when she would try and hide it, you're like, ooh, she's dirty. When she told you that's what she does, you're like, yo, that's an easy lay. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Shit.
it's that kind of
Then
equivalent.
you feel bad, be like, why she never hit on me?
For
You
real,
know what I mean?
right?
Like-
Like, why did I get my turn? Like,
Right?
so it's that same concept. Just if you are who you are, good, bad, whatever, like just be you. Stand on it. Like don't try and hide from your actions. Be about like, yeah, I did that, Ann.
Yeah.
Right? And people have at least the littlest amount of respect to be like, yo, you a bad guy, but you
Yeah.
a bad guy. Like that's your role.
Just I always say always have a little bit of morals, a little. Because we were talking about it like if we had superpowers, what would be a hero or a villain? We were like villains. You know,
Hands
we're not
down.
gonna lie to you.
I'm not here to save you. I'm here to take what's in your wallet. Now, if
Yeah.
you want to pay me to save you, we could talk about it. I'll be a merc for hire.
Yeah.
Deadpool life.
Yep, there you go. Because even heroes are probably villains. You never know.
Oh,
You know,
That-
or they clout chasers.
you-
Because look at Superman and all of them.
You-
Batman.
You know
like
what's
with
funny?
all that money,
Nah,
Batman.
You can't put Batman because Batman dead be doing his stuff.
No,
in
but
the
he
dark.
a clout chaser.
No.
All that money, and you gonna tell me you want to help people and run?
But Bruce Wayne in the daytime uses his company to fund technologies and organizations,
to
right?
run clout on the.
No, that's what he does. But as Batman, he tries to do stuff in the dark.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, bro, I don't want you to shine the light on me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Superman
that's true.
is a whole other thing. Got
yeah,
the big
Superman.
S on his chest, bright red in the daytime. Like,
Right,
ah,
red and blue
Yeah.
with the
just the spandex with all the
I was gonna
muscles,
say,
bro. Like you know you showing
with the
off.
Chippendale underwears
Word, like,
on.
come on now. Like, nah.
You want to be known.
I'll be talking about this on a different platform, but I read something earlier today about the Jedi being an evil organization. I was just like,
Yeah, they were talking
No.
about it. They were talking about it.
That's some stuff right there.
One guy was saying, was it Darth Vader that was evil, or was it that they wanted to stop him because he was good? You know,
they didn't want to stop because he was powerful.
Right. So,
Yeah.
in in reality, you want to stop a powerful man, but you want to make it look like you're good.
So there's a recent
So-
Star Wars series that kind of brings to question a lot of stuff that Lord Palpatine says in it, and I'm just sitting there as I'm going through the article. I'm hearing their argument. I'm like, you know what?
Does make sense.
Them Skywalker's got some stuff to think about.
Yeah, that's why I always say, is evil people really evil? You never know. Like you always say, this guy is bad, but the evil person says, we got to stop the good person, but they never say the good. They always
Right.
say, we got to stop them. The good person always say, we got to stop them because they bad. Why do you got to say they bad if they bad? Maybe you're trying to convince me they bad? I don't know. Something for you guys to think about, but if you want to learn more, check out his new one coming out, Geek 'em
the
World. He has XY101 out as well, Will's review, and like 20,000 more.
Nah. Maybe one or two more.
But also, if you want to know about comics, we got Nerdaricans that are on
Nerdaricans.
Tuesdays. Check them out.
Yeah, my boy Mo knows his stuff.
He knows
so
his stuff.
definitely,
Check him out.
Definitely view his show.
So and then of course, if you want to talk about comics, we'll be August 3rd. We're gonna be doing Bronx Comic Con, so we'll be there as well. So say hello to them. Norican has a table out there. I'll be walking around and on the stage. You know, we're gonna have fun. But watch these shows; they're here for you, and we'll talk to you later. I gotta fake the funk like I'm doing a concert or something. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Try to get some likes or clouts or something. I guess people are doing it. But check it
Just,
out.
just put like a bottle in your mouth. It works for Ann.
Yeah.
She's the clout chaser.
Listen. You know, hey, whatever we do it well. So, right? We do it real good. But check you guys out and keep watching the conspiracies and all that and other stuff on TV. I love it. Well, I'm watching a lot of them. President conspiracies.
Whoa.
With the,
You know
with
what's
all
funny?
this.
We didn't talk about that at all today.
I know. I was
Maybe
going to
next
jump
time.
on that, but we'll talk about it another time. So AIs and all this other stuff.
Uh-oh.
So he can do, I can do. You know.
I'm leaving that old man alone. I feel so bad for
I
him.
feel, yeah.
I-
What old man? What are we talking about anyway?
You only
Am I
have-
getting Alzheimer's?
You
too?
have like 6 gray hairs, bro. 6 gray hairs. What are
Hey,
you
this
doing?
is the LDM Show. We'll see you next week. Hope you had fun. Keep the comments coming and keep on watching.